Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Sony Xperia C5 Ultra with me, which is a phablet sporting a 6-inch screen. But the very interesting part with this mobile is that it has a rear facing camera that's a 13 megapixel shooter, but even the front facing camera, as you can see, is a 13 megapixel shooter with LED flash. So we are having the same sensor 13 megapixel even for the rear and the front facing camera. And I have to say I was really impressed with the image quality. I've took a ton of pictures with this device. I'll show you all of them a bit later, but before, let's quickly have a look at the camera interface. And this is the stock camera interface. This is the front facing camera, and the front facing camera is also spectacular, I would say. Let me bring some objects close by, and this is the superior auto mode. By default it goes into that. We have the standard mode like tap to focus. But one thing I have noticed consistently with this device is that after you click, it takes about a second and then only it takes the snap. So you just can't just go like this, keep on shooting. If you do that, you won't be able to take the snaps. As you can see, you saw that delay. So you have to click and you have to wait for a second, then only it takes the snaps. But if you are patient, the quality of the pictures that we get are very good. And regarding the modes, this is the superior auto mode. This does not offer a lot of options. By default, it will take the pictures in 16:9 ratio. That's a 9 megapixel. But if you want to go into the full resolution, that is 13 megapixel, you can go to this manual mode. Again, as it's a Sony device, it does offer us a lot of options. And in fact, you can even download a lot of apps for the camera. So if you like to tweak around a lot of stuff, you have all those options. But let's just go back. Let's go to the manual mode. And if you go here in the manual mode, it does offer us a lot of other options. For example, this is in the video. You can toggle between the camera and video. By this, now we are in the camera mode, and as you can see, resolution you can switch to 13 megapixel if you go in the manual mode. And again, if you click here, again you can adjust the other things like white balance, and stuff, and we can also modify the scenes. I did all my testing in the superior auto mode, and I have to say, even in the superior auto mode, the camera performance that I got was very good. Even very close objects like this, it does a very good job. And let me actually show you the sample shots so that you can get an idea. These sample pictures were shot with the rear-facing camera of the Xperia C5, and as you can see in natural lighting, the pictures come out to be really great. Also, in terms of color reproduction, the color reproduction was very accurate and the pictures are very sharp. Also, you can get some decent amount of bokeh even in the auto mode. And I was really impressed with the image quality with the rear-facing camera of this Xperia C5 in outdoor conditions. Even when we move to the front-facing camera, I feel the camera performance with the front-facing camera was also excellent in outdoor conditions. Shooting this video at the highest setting with this Xperia C5 Ultra, and the audio that you're hearing is also being recorded by the internal microphone. And this is my roof garden, and it's a clear day today, and let's just move around. And there is quite a bit of wind, so there might be wind noise. And let's just move closer to an object. It's sunny in this area, and if you go really close to an object, the focusing might be an issue. So it's a good idea to stay away almost a feet from your subject. Now I'm going to walk back to give you an idea how is the stabilization. So this should give you an idea about the video recording with this Xperia C5 Ultra. Now these pictures were shot in semi-indoor conditions, and here many smartphones do struggle quite a bit. But here also I feel the Sony Xperia C5 did perform very well in the semi-indoor and artificial lighting conditions. And as you can see, you can get some very good shots even in the semi-indoor conditions. These were shot with the front-facing selfie cam of the Xperia C5. Recording this part of the video with the front-facing camera of the Xperia C5 Ultra, and I'm just going to move around. As you can see, this is in outdoor conditions. So I'm just moving around to give you an idea how it handles abrupt exposure. So this should give you an idea about the video recording with the front facing camera of this Xperia C5 Ultra. I'll also shoot a video in indoor conditions. Recording this part of the video with the front facing camera of the Xperia C5, and this is in completely artificial lighting in my office. I have just one tube light switched on, and as you can see, I feel it's doing a pretty good job even in artificial lighting with the front facing camera. But you be our judge, and do let me know in the comment section what do you feel about the video recording with the front facing camera of this Xperia C5. These pictures were shot with the rear facing camera, and these were shot in completely artificial lighting in my office. And again, as you can see, even in completely artificial lighting, the camera does an excellent job. And I left the flash to auto, but the flash rarely fired when it was kept to auto. Even then, the pictures came out to be really good, as you can see. Even in terms of macro shots, the macro shots come out to be really good even in artificial lighting conditions. So what do I feel about the camera performance of this Xperia C5 Ultra? As you have seen from the sample shots, I was really impressed with the camera performance. Not only the rear facing camera does an excellent job, even the front facing camera does an excellent job. And I have to say, it is one of the best front facing camera that I've seen on a mobile device as of now. So even if you take a lot of selfies, you'll really enjoy it. But one thing I have noticed is that if you take a lot of pictures continuously, let's say 7-8 pictures, the device tends to get a bit warm. So you have to be aware of that. And another little bit nitpicking I would say is the shutter lag. After clicking the shutter, it takes almost half a second to take the snap. But apart from that, I would say the camera performance was excellent, and in fact I was really impressed. When we move to even the video, though it cannot record video in 4K, but the 1080p video recording that we got also was very good in my opinion. So if you take a lot of pictures, then you will certainly be happy with the Sony Xperia C5, and especially if you take a lot of selfies. I'll also be posting the full in-depth review for this device very soon, so stay tuned to my channel. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.